Danger Station, my guys and gals. We back with another video. And today, we're gonna do story time. I've been wanting to tell y'all this story for a while, but I've been waiting for like the right setup, the right time, and pretty much the right energy because this was like very devastating for me, at least for me. But anyways, how y'all doing, my guys and gals? How y'all been? You know what I'm saying? How y'all week? Labor Day just passed. I had a grill. I grilled out this Labor Day weekend. You know what I'm saying? The actual Labor Day though, I didn't really do much. But anyways, we're about to get right into this story, I guess. So one day, right, it was me, there's a few friends of mine's, right? And we was at his beach house. My friend, his uncle, he had a beach house, right? So he hit me up early in the morning. He's like, "Yo, Mel, you wanna go to the beach house and stuff? Just chill, you know what I'm saying? Fishing, things like that. Drink around the fire." So I'm like, yeah, definitely. So he comes and grabs me, and we have my other friend in the car, right? So it's just us three at the moment, but we were meeting people at the beach house, obviously. So boom, and the beach house is mad far. The beach house had to be like maybe like 40 minutes. Nah, I'm tripping. It wasn't like 40 minutes away. It was like 35 minutes away. 30 minutes. Say 35. That's only 5 minutes off, right? Anyways, so boom, we get to the beach house, right? And we just chilling. Everything going great. We're having a great time talking. I'm meeting his uncle and stuff. And his uncle, well respected guy. I guess he was like a heart surgeon or something like that. House was beautiful. Private little beach. It was beautiful, amazing. You know what I'm saying? So we just there chilling. And everything was going so perfect, right? So my boy, he's like, yo, how about we just, you know what I'm saying? How about we go fishing while we here? Because we was gonna go fishing somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, how about we go fishing while we here? I'm like, yeah, yeah, like we're on the beach. He's like, oh, this is spot, this is spot. I'm like, all right, bet. So his cousin was there also. So his cousin's like, oh, can I go with y'all? And mind you, I'm looking at the boat. I'm like, I don't know if it's like equipped for four people now. It's a little boat. Like when I tell you, like this boat was so small, like, and then they want to bring it out to the ocean was crazy to me. Not real talk. First of all, no, listen, I don't be throwing no shade and nothing like that. But I think I brought up yeah, here's goes the boat right here, right on the screen. So it was like one of these boats right here, right? So four of us, mind you. Look at this boat. Where's four people gonna fit on this boat in the ocean? Big ass waves and stuff like that. So, anyways, I must have been drunk. I don't know what was going on in my mind. I agreed to get on this boat, go in the ocean, and go fishing, deep fishing, ocean fishing, in a little boat. So, yeah, I was drunk. I was drunk. So, mind you, we packing up and stuff. What I'm saying? It's his uncle boat, by the way. His uncle had two boats. He had a big motorboat and then he had this little boat. But obviously, he won't let us use the motorboat. So, he let us use this. So, we had to drag this John from the garage all the way to the beach. So, you know what I'm saying? To his private beach. And it was just baffling to me, like how we were entering the boat right off the beach. I ain't never do nothing like that before. So we put our phones and stuff. We put our phones in plastic bags and stuff like that. Wrap them up like 3 or 4 times and stuff like that, just in case fall in the water. It won't, you know what I'm saying? Won't get wet, not like that. Threw some beers on there. We threw a little smoke, and I think like a few sandwiches and the fishing poles. So all of that in this boat. So mind you, I'm like, I'm like, where am I? I'm like maybe sitting. I don't know if you guys can see my pointer, but all right, I was no, I was like here. I was here on this side. My boy was like over here on this side. My other boy was like sitting right here in the middle, and then there was one more. sitting right here, right here. Take that in mind. Where I said the last one was sitting right here. It was a little bit heavier. Me and my boy back here, two back here, one in the middle, one at the end. So, you know what I'm saying? We going about our way, going about our way. It was like a paddle boat. No, was it a paddle boat? No, it wasn't a paddle boat. It was an engine on the back of it. That's right. There was an engine on the back. My boy was guiding it with the engine. He was guiding the engine. I was sitting right next to him. The pole was right there. Dude was right there. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's how it went. So, boom, making our way. And at first, everything was going great. We was having a good time. Mind you, we didn't get too far into the ocean yet. So, everything was going a good time, going good and stuff. Everything was going great. And we just laughing it up, laughing it up. And then like the dude that was in the front, right? He rocking and stuff. You know what I mean? Like we're like, bro, you gotta stop rocking. He keep rocking. He's like too overexcited. I'm telling him like, bro, chill out. So me, there's only listen, and there's only mind you, we're going on the ocean. There's only one life vest on the boat. I put the life vest on. I said, listen, I'm going to put this life vest on because situations like this, people like me drown. You know what I'm saying? So they started laughing and stuff, right? He laughing. So he did this one last time. The front of the boat went like this in the water. Mind you, we like 200 yards off of shore. 5 minutes ago, I put the life vest on. Just 5 minutes prior to that happening, right? So now everybody's panicking, right? Like we, everybody's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So soon as the boat start taking on too much water, I'm like, oh man. So everybody's like, oh, let's just wait till it fully sink. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm panicking, bro. At this point, I'm panicking. I'm really panicking. So then my two other boys, they're like, oh, we're gonna my two other boys are like, oh, we're just gonna wait. We're gonna wait for the boat to go down. I'm like, I'm not about to sit here and wait for the boat to go down. I'm not about to do that. So like it was like almost like some Titanic type stuff if you ask me, like because like the boat like the bottom, even though like the front water, no matter of fact, I'm lying. Why would the bottom sink when the front of water got the front of the boat got water? So, anyways, the front of the boat is taking water, so now it's starting to tip like this, right? And they're like, "Oh, let's just wait for it to like fully submerge so it pop back up." Me, I'm like fully submerged. Mind you, this is exactly how it looked, bro. This is exactly like it looked like this. This how we always panicking like this, exactly like this, panicking. We just looking at it. Nobody know what to do, and everybody looking at each other. Like, what do we do? What do we do? My boy's like, oh, let's just wait for the boat to, let's just wait for the boat to fully submerge, and then we stay on it and we jump off it. I'm like, bro, this ain't Titanic, bro. And they thought it was funny while we about to sink. Mind you, we 200 yards off of shore. I'm the only one with a life vest on. So you know what I did. As soon as it got a little bit in there, I leaped right off of that joint, right? And I'm swimming, I'm swimming, I'm swimming, bro. And like back then, I was a smoker, right? So like all of this right here was giving up. And I told myself, I kept telling myself in my mind, I was like, if I stop swimming, I'm gonna drown. That's all I kept telling myself. And like, mind you, we 200 yards away, and like I see the shore, but it's so far ahead of me. And that's the only thing I keep telling myself. I'm like, if I stop swimming, I'm gonna drown, right? So I'm going, I'm going, I'm going. And then like, I don't know, maybe God put it there or something. But like as I'm swimming, right, I just look up, right? and it's like I see like this rock just right there. So like I'm going, I'm going. Excuse me. So I'm swimming. So I finally get to the rock, right? And then I get a wrap. So as I get on there, I like dive, throw myself on the rock, right? And then I like shove my fingers. There's like just like little pockets in there, right? So I shove my fingers, my foot, everything in there. Mind you, I'm getting cut up and everything, man. I'm like, but I didn't feel it. I didn't know I was getting cut up. But like I was on that rock, and and there's still like 100 more yards to go. I'm so exhausted. Then I see my friends. They're like, one is swimming because he was a great swimmer, and then the other two are still on the boat, like swimming with the boat. But I couldn't wait for the boat. I wasn't gonna sit there and wait for the boat. You know what I mean? So I'm on this rock, and then they finally come up with the boat, and then my friend is like, try to jump off because they know I'm tired. Like we're all tired, but I didn't know I was cut up. They've seen that I was cut up. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know because so much adrenaline. I didn't feel anything. I was scared. You know what I'm saying? So they're like jump, and I look at the boat, and I look at shore, right, and I'm like, damn, I might can make this. I might can make this. So then after a while, I just what I do after a while, I'm like, they're like, come on, you could do it, you could do it. I'm like, nah, bruh. So I like some energy of something gave me some energy. So then after a while, I'm like, all right, I'm counting in my head now. I'm counting like one, two, three, one, two, three, one, two, three, and then I just dive off, right? Then I dive off. I'm swimming, and I'm exhausted again. I'm so exhausted, but like once again, I tell myself, if I stop swimming, I'm gonna drown for sure. For sure, I'm gonna drown. And then like just out of nowhere, like I look up and I freaking see like I see the shore, and like and let me tell you, that was the best view I've ever seen in my entire life. Because think about it, I think I'm about to die. I really think I'm about to die because I can't swim no more. I ain't got nothing else in me. And then I make it to the shore finally. Ah, it was a relief. Let me tell you. And then I get on there. I'm just sitting there like this, sitting there like this. My friends they run over to me. They're like, "Yo, you good?" They're like, "Yo, you're bleeding everywhere." I'm like, "What?" Look down. There's blood everywhere, everywhere. So then the Coast Guard, everybody was there. The Coast Guard came. There's like a few biker bars on the strip we was at with a few beach houses. Some Hell's Angels came over. Like a bunch of people came over to help. But the people, like property that we made it to, they were sitting there recording. And so we got to the property, like, oh, you can't be on my property. And then the Coast Guard was like, ma'am, they almost drowned. Relax. The Coast Guard said this. It was a lady Coast Guard, but she asked me if I wanted medical treatment, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good." So then, she was like, "All right, well, you refused it, so I guess you know what I'm saying. Gotta let you go." But she gave me, you know what I'm saying, patch me up a little bit, and then let me go because I really like, I wanted to continue having fun. I ain't drowned. I was still alive, so I was like, whatever. Let's just go on ahead and finish this day off. Then after a while, like my friends, because I swim my friends. After a while, my friend got to shore with the boat. They saved the boat. So we're all talking and stuff like that. And then they're just like, yo, that was crazy, bro. That was crazy. So, but after a while, like we went back to the beach house and just like, mind you, we had to, because where we made it back to shore was like mad far down from where we originally left. So we had to like all four of us carry the boat all the way down the street, like no shoes on. But it was like a beach type of town, like mad people was out there with no shoes on. Like it was like one of those type of vibey towns, just sand everywhere. You know what I mean? So once we get back to the beach house, we're just chilling. Um, The rest of our friends get there and they're asking us, like, we're telling them, like, what we just went through and stuff. They're like, really? But mind you, remember I told you about the cell phones we put in the bag? They fell in the water. My phone, it started working, but the camera started like acting crazy and the sound was kind of glitchy here and there. But then it became night, and then we popped out some of the wine and stuff. We lit a fire and stuff, and then we just all just sat there reminiscing, and just pretty much just talking about what just happened. You know what I'm saying? We all survived, drinking some wine now, have a good time. So that was like pretty much my story time. What I wanted to tell you. So I kind of had a fear of freaking boats and just being on a boat in the water for a while. I still haven't been in a boat for a water. It's been like 4 years since that happened. I still haven't been on a boat in the water. hmm But I guess eventually I'll get back. You know what I'm saying, in the boat. But for now, man, listen. But anyways, Danger Nation, Danger Station, my guys and gals, we are